What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and they're still rambling in the background. Today on Let's Play Final Fantasy X, we hopefully get to find Yuna. So let's find our way out of this place. And walk up these stairs. Where are we going?
Go, go, go!
3 minutes.
3 minutes until what?
Reno! We reach 1 minute!
I thought we had 3 minutes.
Ajanuha Hupun? Ajanuha Yemeja!
I said, where is she? Answer me, damn you!
You can't talk to Mr. Leader that way.
What do you do when you find her, eh?
I didn't know anything about what a summoner is supposed to do.
So we
And I told
are
her all those things
on an airship,
without
right?
even knowing. I've got to tell her. Sorry.
That's it? You're gonna tell her you're sorry. And then you just drag her to Zanarkand and make her fight Sheen, huh? You're all the same. Let the summoner die so we can live in peace.
Whoa. Well, that was
No.
some kind of flippy
I'm not gonna let Yuna
move.
die.
I don't know what you would call it.
Ah, words. Show me action.
I'm telling you, she won't die.
Boy, don't forget those words. 'Cause if you do,
I guess he's supposed to be Yuna's uncle.
I'm gonna make
She
you
mentioned her
regret it.
uncle was an Albed before, right?
I won't.
Uncle Sid. Bald man with a
So you know where she
tattoo
is?
on his head.
Of course not. That's why we're gonna look.
So
Using this
you
airship.
don't have Yuna?
Airship?
What, you didn't realize you walked onto an airship?
Maureen! Even make it 1,000 years, Ujantia!
Now the astute among you might realize that this is actually the artifact thingy that the Albed were retrieving from the bottom of the ocean at the very beginning of the game. And looks like they fixed it up real nice. I'm not so sure it's the most impressive color palette they could have chosen, but I suppose it does the job well enough.
Good. It's a job.
So,
Ah,
you didn't expect it to move?
Heck, how good treat.
That? What's that? Whatever you say.
No, no.
Why would Albed be singing the Hymn of the Faith? I guess just because Yevon doesn't like the Albed doesn't mean the Albed can't be... Would you call it religious, or just having faith, or whatever? Just because Yevon doesn't like the Albed doesn't mean the Albed can't get along with the faith, I guess.
What's going on?
We're gonna blow up our home. How?
One of the
Magic!
forbidden machina. Hey, no.
Okay, maybe not magic. those missiles? I guess, you know, if they have airships, they could conceivably have missiles. Why is there like a big piece of cloth trailing behind the airship? I never even noticed that was there before. Okay, great, all the monsters are dead, and we don't have a place to live anymore. See, he's not exactly laughing.
Hey, look, don't get so down. Boom! Like happy festival fireworks, yeah?
You can cram your happy festival, you big
It's not the most sensitive thing to say. So I guess we should look around the airship.
Why didn't I just shut my big mouth?
That's a good question.
This is tough on all of us.
Can I not speak to the abode dude down here?
Did you find out anything about Yuna?
I'm looking into it, okay?
How?
Don't worry, use a spare cellofinder. She's out there. We'll get
What's
her.
a sphere oscillifinder?
Sphere oscillifinder?
Is an ancient machina.
Oh.
I don't know how it works either, so don't ask me, okay?
And do you still use it?
Well, I guess if it's ancient, it must work.
I don't even rightly know how this rig flies, either.
That's real assuring.
Because of the given taboo on Machina, we're running around in the dark here. Ain't it a rush? Get it out?
I'm sure it'll be a rush when we plunge to the ground and blow up like happy festival
Remember
fireworks.
this ship? It's the one we found under the sea.
Yeah, I said that already. Actually, you might recognize this hallway as well, since you know you swam down this hallway and hit the little thingy here, and then we swim back, and that's where we fought the big octopus thing.
Whether Yuna's safe or not, there's trouble brewing.
You think?
Kimari never forget the abode sacrifice.
Let him rest.
Hey, I'm not looking forward to my brother dying when this is all over. If only there was some way of doing it without anyone dying.
Let's
Well,
think
that
of
is a
one.
pickle, isn't it?
Easier said than done. If we had all the time in the world, yeah, we'd think of something. And while we were thinking, sin would kill us all. Spira doesn't have that time.
Let's just hit it with a
Owe
really
our
big
lives
sword.
to the Bhed. However, no matter how they beg, we cannot quit our pilgrimage.
Even though you'll die?
I've known since I was a child.
But you know,
My will
if the
is
abode
set.
hadn't kidnapped you, you never would have
I
been
do
there
not
during
do
the
it,
attack to begin
so
with.
else must you understand?
Hey, it's Rin.
Well, well. It appears you too have escaped harm.
You were on the ship too?
I came to home to pick up some goods and found myself here.
I guess the airship was,
Quite the
you know,
escape.
the only safe way out.
Thankfully, my goods were spared. Please let me know if you need any of my wares.
Let's see what you got. Sure, let's get one of those. Nothing particularly impressive.
Thank you. All proceeds will go to help restore home. Ah, how is your progress with language?
Pretty good,
Not
if
too
I do say
shabby.
so myself.
Check this out. Hela du sadwi.
Just repeating what I've said is not talking now. But your pronunciation's quite passable. You've been studying, I see.
How we said that when we don't have the
May I help
primer
you?
for why, I'm not really sure. And you know what? I'm gonna buy a bunch of maps. They can be useful for mixing, and they're rather cheap. And I'm going to take a moment to sell off a bunch of excess equipment, and be right back. Okay, I sold off a whole bunch of duplicate equipment. Well, not all duplicate, but all that I really have left is stuff that has elemental or status protection, and weapons that have either elemental attacks or just have lots of slots or whatever. Yeah, you're not going home. It's not there anymore. There is no home. No, what? Why are you going up? I said down. Why? Why must you do this? Why must the controls be switched? What? Why must down be up? Why must left be right? My doll, I left it at home. I need my dolly. And up here, I guess we can't actually go up there right now, but that's the way to out on the deck. Alright, the controls aren't switched anymore. Hey, look, it's Donna.
Look, I'm really tired. Leave me.
Okay, bye.
If it's not an emergency, would you mind leaving?
Yeah, sure, I never liked you much anyways.
Okay.
Where's Bartello? Didn't he get kidnapped
Wait.
with you?
There's something I want to ask you. What would you think if I said I was giving up my pilgrimage?
I would think you don't want to die. Now, what you say here has some amount of effect on Donna's future life path, but I don't know if it makes any difference. So, who cares?
Show some sympathy.
Oh, like all the sympathy you showed me first time we met.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
You're right. Quitting now would be sort of anticlimactic, no? Tell Yuna something, would you?
Once
Tell
we
her she still
find
has
her.
a rival. Me. Tell her she'd better do her best or be bested. You'll
By
tell
you.
her, won't you?
Somehow I don't think that's gonna happen. And there's a whole bunch of abode back here. And they're basically all just like mourning the loss of home, unsurprisingly. And I believe there's one more section of the ship to search. This way, does this lead to the bridge, or?
After rescuing Yuna, then
It
what?
does lead to the bridge.
You want to keep her safe, correct? Would you seek to stop her pilgrimage?
Of course! If she continues this fool pilgrimage, she will die.
Warren's always been pretty adamant that she
Sure,
has
as
to
if
keep
you killed her
pilgrimaging.
yourself. No harebrained law or teaching can send my little niece to her death. When I save her, I'll make her give up being a summoner quicker than a desert melts ice.
Even against her will?
Better than a dog's death.
Well, I mean, I guess they were willing to
And
kidnap
I'll take
people.
down
So.
anyone who don't agree.
I mean, they tried to kidnap Yuna multiple times.
You are the captain.
Good. Then it's settled.
But will we ever actually find Yuna? Find out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Catch you later.